Today we got the HK Gaming Mira-S. And this review is not sponsored at all. I bought this mouse off Amazon for full price. The mouse comes in basically a no frills box. Comes with a few extras like feet and grips, but that's it. The Mira-S is a small, symmetrical, right hand only mouse. It's basically a shrunken down G Pro wireless, but with a wire. And on my scale it comes in at 64.1 grams with a little bit of cable. As far as the build quality on my copy of the mouse, clicks feel great, wheel feels great, no rattle, no nothing. It's pretty much a flawless copy. And the clicks are separated from the shell, but it has basically the minimum amount of wobble possible with this design. The feet here are pretty good. They're rounded PTFE ovals, and I wouldn't replace them until they wore out. There's no real reason to. As you probably noticed, I have one of the included grips onto the right side of the mouse. I'll talk about this a little bit later, but that right side of the mouse is basically my biggest complaint. The cable it comes with is okay. It's definitely better than like a Zowie stock cable, but it's nowhere near close to what a real power cord is like. The bottom mouse has a Lethal Gaming Gear power cord on it, just for comparison. And here's the Mira-S with the brand new Lethal Gaming Gear power cord with our upgraded wiring. Best wire on the market, in my opinion. Not sponsored, but figured I'd share. And here's the dimensions for all the freaks who think that this gives them any information on the shape of the mouse. Just go to gearsearch.gg and use the shape compare tool. Way more useful than these measurements. And here's the Hati-S and the Mira-S together. You can see the Hati-S is a little bit wider, a little bit flatter. The hump is a little further back and it's not as rounded up in front near the clicks, which helps me get a better grip on the Hati-S over the Mira-S. You can see how short the side buttons on the Mira-S are over the Hati-S. Makes them a little bit harder to use in my experience. And I don't know if this is useful at all, but here's how I hold both of the mice. Overall, I think that this is amazing that this is their first mouse that they've released. There's zero build quality issues whatsoever. The cable could be improved. The side buttons stick out a little bit too much for me, and I think that using the Huano switches on the side buttons make them a little too clicky. But really the main issue for me is how rounded over this area where my ring finger sits is. It makes it impossible for me to get a solid grip on the mouse and makes it basically unusable for me. If the way that you grip the mouse doesn't put your ring finger in that same area, this might be a perfect small mouse for you. Overall, I think that this is a great mouse that just has one issue that makes it hard for me to use. I do also really like the lower price and the fact that it doesn't come with a million extras. The extras are nice, but they're not worth the premium that you have to pay for them, in my opinion. I would rather just get the mouse than a ton of stuff that just sits on a shelf. Thanks for watching my second mouse review ever. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe, etc. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.